few quick tips for your DynaTips. The first one is that you can roll them to heat them instead of holding them in your hands, which makes it a little bit easier if you have trouble with your hands. Just roll it on a surface like this, hold the flame, you'll get it to a click. The second one is if you have a loose cap, if your cap's a little bit too loose, it just falls off, you can just take it and squeeze it and it'll tighten up from one side or the other. One way should loosen it, the other way should tighten it. Another thing is if you have a stuck cap, like if you drop it, it lands face down, your cap gets stuck on, you can't pull it off. It's really hard to pry them off with pliers. So you can either take your tip off, which I don't recommend, take your tip off and push it down through if it's really stuck, or just take a razor blade and just stick it in there and kind of try and pry it, and it should pop it right off. Another one that's common is you take it and instead of trying to scoop your material into it, you know, like this, you would you can suck your material like a straw, a little more like a straw to get, you know, suck your material into it. The third tip that I have for you is that all these, the M's and like an Omni, will all fit standardly into a 14mm adapter, or a 14mm piece. This one's not that great, you kind of have to hold it in there, but it fits and works. I'll show you these guys. They fit in there as well, and they seal pretty well. The other option you have for them is to take the black tip that comes with some of the accessory kits and put it on the end, and then it'll fit into any 14mm that you have. Obviously the Nona Vong fits natively into the 14mm mouthpiece, or piece, the 14mm piece here. The final tip I have for you is these silicone pen bands or rubber bands. I use them because when I drop it into my induction heater, it can hold it at the right height, but you can also use them as kind of a grip or to cover the air hole, which is kind of nice. Pretty easy to use. Those are my quick tips.